the roll. That passes 7-0 with Councilmember Young absent. We'll move on to item 106, which is a resolution of support of H.R. 1283, the Military Readiness Enhancement Act, that will repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell, DADT law. Do we have Mr. Job Nelson here?
Yeah, Job Nelson, Director of Intergovernmental Relations. This item came before rules. Basically what we're seeking to do is it's a resolution in support of repealing the Don't Ask, Don't Tell law at the federal level. The backup, I think, material is pretty self-explanatory, and I know there's a ton of public commenters on this, so I would just skip any presentation at this point and go straight to public comment.
Thank you, sir. We will go on to, we have quite a long list of speakers here. We have an organized presentation by James Hartline. Mr. Hartline, you want to come forward now? And you have Lael Gilo here, and Gordon McIlvain, and you requested 9 minutes, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Good morning, Council. I would first like to thank you, the thousands of readers of the James Hartline Report in California Christian News, for joining us today via the Internet, and those who are watching us on the City TV cable station. They are intently watching how you on the City Council vote on item 106. We have heard from hundreds of citizens, not only in San Diego, but throughout America, who are outraged that this City Council is seeking to legitimize sexual immorality within our armed forces. As a side note, many are equally outraged that this City Council is using up valuable time and resources to focus on promoting homosexuality within a federal jurisdiction, while you have not even resolved the long-term financial, economic, water shortage, housing, and transportation problems which are plaguing our city. As to item 106, the City Resolution has multiple erroneous statements and significant issues which make it a document that disrespects the voters of San Diego. The statistics that are continuously quoted by gay political groups for the purposes of repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell are faulty and unreliable. Polling on behalf of gay activist groups are often biased and unreliable because the pollsters have a vested interest in repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. There is absolutely no way of proving that there are 65,000 homosexuals who are actively serving in the military, particularly when military enlistees are forbidden from revealing their homosexual behavior.
Okay.
65,000 is a vastly inflated number used to sell the idea of accepting and legalizing homosexuality within the military. Yet the resolution today states, today there are at least 65,000 gay, lesbian, and bisexual Americans serving on active duty. Now, I want to educate the public on the most serious issue related to why legalizing homosexuality in the military would be catastrophic. Each of you on the City Council have received a manila folder envelope with documents related to the information I am going to discuss. Right now in America, there are literally thousands and thousands of gay pornographic websites that market sex with members of the military. Within the gay community, many men who are involved in homosexuality fantasize about having sex with heterosexual military servicemen. The fantasy of having sex with a military serviceman is something that is highly promoted and advocated in the gay community. Gay porn companies aggressively recruit and seduce young, vulnerable heterosexual servicemen to make gay pornography by offering them large sums of money. In San Diego, this is an epidemic problem. Gay pornographic websites in San Diego reveal a massive campaign within the San Diego's homosexual community to lure military men into pornography. You have documents which show this that I've given you. In 2007, an event called Military Madness Night was held in San Diego. The 3-day event was a benefit for the legal organization seeking to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell. This event was headlined by gay porn stars, and I've given you the advertisement for it. In 2004, Kevin Lee Graff was arrested in Los Angeles for the heinous murder of 2 elderly men with ties to one was tied to the movie industry. Kevin Lee Graff, at the time, a 27-year-old former Marine, had brutally beheaded a 91-year-old screenwriter and stabbed to death his neighbor. Prior to the murders, Mr. Graff had been stationed at Camp Pendleton here in San Diego while in the Marines. During his stint in the Marines, Mr. Graff began to perform as a male exotic dancer in San Diego. Several years ago, Graff was featured on the Circuit Party cover of the Gay and Lesbian Times, a publication that advertises gay pornography and supports the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. The Gay and Lesbian Times article detailing Graff's brutal murders featured a photograph of Graff performing as a male dancer while wearing his military uniform at Bourbon Street, a gay bar here in San Diego. At the time that Graff was performing at Bourbon Street, the bar had earned a notorious reputation for aggressively promoting XXX gay pornography. The owners of the bar at that time were Bob Lehman and Tom Feltner. Mr. Lehman is constantly paraded around San Diego as a gay military veteran and is one of the mouthpieces for repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Yet it was Mr. Lehman who owned Bourbon Street while he constantly promoted XXX gay pornography at his business. And one of his associates for promoting pornography at Bourbon Street at the time was Nicole Murray Ramirez, the transvestite who chairs this city's Human Relations Commission. It is Ramirez and the Human Relations Commission that pushed for this unethical city resolution that we are now debating. Photos from the Gay and Lesbian Times show Kevin Lee Graff playing pool at Bourbon Street, and it said 2000 in the photo. It may have been a couple of years later. Homosexual military veteran Bob Lehman and transvestite Nicole Murray Ramirez were promoting gay pornography at Bourbon Street during the period of time that Graff was hanging out at this bar. 4 years later, former Marine turned male dancer Kevin Lee Graff brutally murdered 2 men. The result of his years of drug use and his involvement in the seedy sexual environment of San Diego's gay sex industry. In 2008, Graff was sentenced to life in prison for the murders, his military career a thing of the distant past. Gay political leaders in San Diego are in absolute denial about the catastrophic damage that the gay porn industry is doing to our society and what that industry is trying to do to our military. These political activists are in denial because many of San Diego's gay political leaders have financial ties to the gay porn industry. These people only care about one thing, and that is money and the promotion of their rotten political agenda. And now this city council is being asked to legitimize the introduction of this destructive element into our armed forces. You on this city council will either play politics and pander to homosexual political activists who you think will benefit you in your future political careers. Or you will stand up and do the right thing. And the right thing is to protect our military and vote this resolution down. Thank you.